All right, want to take you quickly outdoors just for a look outside. We talked a little bit about how we saw some rain at different parts of the day. Right now, Chief Meteorologist Lisa Villegas is walking us through when it might actually be a good time to get out there.
You know what? I think you're good to go right now here, Matt. Of course, the cloud cover is still pretty thick and it's still a little cool out there. In fact, overcast skies right now outside of Arlington, the airport here. But the temperatures, they did peak in the mid-50s this afternoon, but they are slowly starting to drop right now, eventually bottoming out into the mid-40s by tomorrow morning. Mainly cloudy skies once again greeting you, and we're watching out for more of that patchy fog to roll in as well. Wind speeds single digits, and we are still above normal when it comes to those overnight lows, which is nice. But let's focus in on the cloud cover and the fog that's going to roll in. A lot of that will take place across the South Sound and along the coast, not necessarily up across parts of the North Sound, but again, a lot of that is going to be very patchy. But when you do encounter it, it is going to be a little thick, and that's going to continue to be the case by tomorrow morning. Now, the showers that we had were very brief, like Matt mentioned, and we're still watching for a couple more of them to develop, especially in those higher elevations. But overall, the system that brought them in is clearing out. So we're going to continue to clear out overnight, and by tomorrow we're going to remain pretty dry. Mainly cloudy skies, but we are going to see more of those sun breaks taking place in the afternoon. We'll see a high of around 58 degrees, so a little bit warmer tomorrow. Wind speeds in the single digits, but overall dry until our next system. But I mentioned temperatures are going to be in the upper 50s, not just across the Central Sound, but we're also watching those mid and upper 50s for the rest of us. Like I said, most of us will be dry, just watching out for some of those sun breaks. And then, of course, we get ready for a new system. This is going to be a cold front, and that's going to arrive on Wednesday. So tomorrow, we are expecting dry conditions. Yes, temperatures in the upper 50s, but once that cold front arrives, makes sense that it's going to be a little cooler out there, right? Highs are going to peak in the lower 50s. We'll get ready for some of that rain and kind of dry out again as we just continue with these ebbs and flows. Now, fast forwarding tomorrow evening, that's when we start to see those isolated showers arriving in our forecast. But like I said, throughout the day, we're going to be quiet. And a lot of that's going to be very isolated, and then we're going to get ready for that cold front. That's going to happen early Wednesday morning. That's going to trigger some of those showers. A lot of that will redevelop in the afternoon, so we're also watching for that convergence zone to set up. So depending on how strong that is will depend on that accumulation, which will be, significant for some of us. But that's going to trigger some more of that mountain snow as well, especially with that cold front coming through, dropping that snow level. And then we'll start to see some clearing happening on Thursday. But when it comes to that accumulation with that initial line with the frontal system, less than 1/10 of an inch. But like I said, that convergence zone, if that sets up, we could see some isolated areas up to about 1/2 an inch of accumulation. So that'll be significant. And with some of that mountain snow, possibly up to about a couple inches for our passes. So here's a look at your 7-day forecast tonight. 44 degrees tomorrow, 58. Watching for some of that fog. Overall dry, mainly cloudy skies, watching for some of those sun breaks, which will be nice. And then we're going to see those showers slowly starting to increase there on Wednesday, and then kind of continuing in the afternoon. Like I said, just watching for that convergence zone clearing, and then we'll see another system arriving late Friday. Frontal system, that is, but the temperatures overall steady in the 50s all week long, and that is a look at what we can expect.